Hello, Pally.
Today is Friday, January 17th, 2020.
And InFocus starts right now. Pally Theater's latest production opens.
President Trump authorizes funds to help Puerto Rico.
And a look into the past decade of InFocus.
All that and more is coming up on today's show.
Welcome to InFocus. I'm Stella Essenmacher.
And I'm Bella Koutsianis.
There's a lot going on around campus.
Here are some important announcements from today's campus bulletin.
Looking for community service hours? See Mrs. Lim in room 408 for information on how you can be a peer tutor. Performances of the Kentucky Cycle, Pally Theater's first student-produced show, are this weekend. The show, directed and produced by Pally seniors Sky Croce and Bees Baldwin, will take place tonight and tomorrow, January 18th, tonight at 7:30 and tomorrow, January 18th at 2:30 p.m. in the PAC Black Box Theater. Tickets are $5 at the door or online at pallytheater.com/tickets, but seating is limited.
Sign-ups for the Pally Bachelor X are now open. Any Pally students, regardless of gender or sexual preference, can apply. The link is on our website and our Instagram bio. The application includes a video and is due next Tuesday at midnight. Bishop's University, Concordia University, Dalhousie University, Queen's University, and Ryerson University will be in San Francisco at 6 p.m. next Wednesday, the 22nd. Check Naviance for more information.
Florida's Supreme Court issued an advisory opinion last Thursday saying felons must pay fines and fees before their voting rights are restored, but it is only an advisory opinion and doesn't hold any legal weight. In 2018, Florida voters approved an amendment restoring voting rights to people who had completed their felony sentences. But last year, Governor Ron DeSantis signed a law requiring some released felons to pay back outstanding financial obligations before their voting rights could be restored.
President Donald Trump approved a disaster declaration for Puerto Rico earlier today. That frees up federal funds to help with damage caused by a series of earthquakes that started there in late December. Money will be made available as grants for temporary housing and home repairs. Property owners can also apply for low-cost loans to cover uninsured losses. Wow, Stella, I still can't believe it's 2020.
I know, Bella, InFocus sure has come a long way from its start.
Here's a quick look into our past decade of shows and moments. Take it away, Lou.
Yep, that was the InFocus intro from 2010, 10 whole years ago. Speaking of which, have you noticed you can't find any old InFocus episodes or segments before around 2015 on our channel? That's because all that history is on our old channel, InFocus Network. Don't ask me why. For our first show of the new decade, I thought it would be fun to take a trip through the old channel and share some of the highlights from the first 5 years of the last decade. Starting off with 2010, which was a huge year for sports. It was the year of the historic World Series win by the Giants, and InFocus made a video to celebrate. Then, our very own football team won the state championship, and InFocus was there to document. Playing on the team that year was Devontae Adams, now a wide receiver for the Green Bay Packers. And on the way to the tour, InFocus made a viral music video that was featured on the local news.
Joining us today is the video's producer and a few of the stars of the video and the state.
2011, the sports streak continued with the state championship win for volleyball. We also welcomed Mr. Hall, our student activities director, and we had a celebrity guest anchor.
Hi, I'm James Franco, and you're watching InFocus.
2012 was the year of insanity. and InFocus got some exclusive interviews with Pally alum Jeremy Litton.
For me, if I could go back, I would stress a lot less and just understand that everything happens for a reason.
In 2013, we made a feature welcoming PE teacher and football coach Mr. Hallis. And other than that, it got cold.
It is currently 43 degrees today, and it's been extremely freezing the past week.
I now turn on my seat warmer in my car.
In 2014, we got a look inside the MEC. Now, of course, the state-of-the-art building that's the home base of all the Pally publications, including InFocus. Speaking of publications, there is one more video I want to show you, and it's out of order because I wanted to save it for the last because it's the best. Way back in 2011, we aired a video produced by the Pally Voice to promote their new webpage, and let's just say it's a little dated. See for yourself.
Wake up in the morning feeling like big candy. Grab my backpack, I'm off to school, and I'm just feeling dandy. Before I leave, checked online to make sure I'm all set. Yeah, for the news, I'm clicking on voice.pally.net. I'm talking on with.
Yeah, let's leave all this in the 2010s. On to the next decade. For InFocus, I'm Max Rosenblum.
On all our sports news, those Pally backs don't lose so much
Thanks. That sure was a cool blast from the past.
What's not so fair in the past is the winning scores from last night's games.
Jason Goldie is in the studio now with the latest in Pally sports news.
How did Pally Sports do last night, Jason?
Well, Stella and Bella, we did all right. Boys JV soccer beat Cupertino 8-0, but varsity lost 1-0 against Cupertino. Boys JV basketball played against Mountain View and won 39-26, but they made up for it, winning 55-42 against Mountain View. For today's game, girls varsity basketball plays at Wilcox tonight at 6:15. Boys JV basketball plays away at Homestead starting at 3. Boys JV soccer plays against Homestead starting at 3:30. Girls JV soccer plays Homestead as well, away starting at 3:30 p.m. Girls varsity soccer plays at Homestead at 3:30. Girls JV basketball plays at Wilcox starting at 4:30. Boys varsity basketball plays at Homestead at 7:45. Tomorrow, boys freshman basketball plays against crosstown rival Gunn starting at 2 p.m. Girls JV also plays Gunn at 3, followed by boys JV at 4:30, girls varsity at 6:30, and boys varsity at 8. That's all from me. Back to you.
Well, that does it for today's episode.
Be sure to visit our website to check out old episodes, check the bulletin, or to send us an email.
Until next time, have a great day, Pally.